introductions.
And now, fight fans, we are set to go with our next fight tonight. 3 5-minute rounds scheduled in the heavyweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter standing 6 feet 1 inch tall. Official weight 266 1/2 pounds. As a professional, his record 4 victories and just 1 defeat. Fighting out of Porterville, California, here is Javier Ayala. And next, his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist standing 6 feet 1 inch tall. He weighed in 256 pounds even and brings an identical professional record, 4 victories and 1 defeat. Fighting out of representing Fairfield, California, here is Freddie Big Aquintania. Referee in charge, Jason McCoy.
Close it up tight, baby. Close it up tight. Let's go.
Jason McCoy getting the assignment here in the heavyweight division. Javier Ayala taking on Freddie Aquintania. Aquintania in the black board shorts, Ayala in the tighter Valley Tudo black shorts.
Keep those feet moving. Work those feet to set up those shots.
Aquintania trying to set up his jab. Trying to close the distance.
Ayala lands a nice knee on the inside. Another 2-man exit the clinch back in space.
Keep that chin tuck. Keep it tucked.
There he goes. Ooh,
Aquintania ran in. I think he got caught though.
yeah, looked like he got caught with a counter jab. Aquintania gets the takedown, ends up in half guard.
See if he looks to pass here or settle in and try to land some offensive ground and pound.
Looks like he's just settling, looking to control, take his time. But Ayala's putting his back to the fence. He might be looking to come up to his left elbow and start putting his back to the fence.
Right elbow. Look for the right
Aquintania
elbow.
seems to understand what he's doing. Looked like he was starting to circle him away from the fence a little bit. But notice Ayala's neck right there. It's kind of kinked. Kind of makes it a little bit tough to come up to your elbow.
You know, it's interesting. I think 10 years ago, fighters put their opponent into the cage on the floor willingly to try to pin them up and land offense. Now, I think in the last 3 or 4 years especially, we see guys that are on their back on the floor want to get to the cage to use it to stand up.
Yeah, a lot of times it just, nice reversal here by Ayala. Good knee.
Ayala gets a knee on the outside there as
Good
well.
combination ending. Yeah, a lot of guys don't use the head like they used to, planting the head, the forehead right into the chin, driving your head into your opponent's chin and driving their head into the fence. That technique has kind of been, hasn't been used very often, and that's why guys are able to pop back up to their feet.
Aquintania, the Team Alpha Male product, enjoys UFC lightweight fighter Danny Castillo in his corner. See Aquintania moving in now, goes for a takedown, settles for the clinch, putting Ayala into the fence, right in front of his corner.
Ayala was throwing some good hard punches. Aquintania definitely looks like he wants this fight on the ground, maybe to use his ground and pound and top control to win a decision.
Knee on the exit, not much out there, but both fighters back in space once again.
Let's go. Work off your jab, Freddie.
1-2 combination by Ayala. Ooh, little left hand lands on Ayala from Aquintania.
Both the left hand and right hand landed. Good combination
Work off that
by
jab,
Aquintania.
Freddie. Work off that jab.
TJ DeSantis along with Javi Vasquez halfway through the first round of this heavyweight affair.
Ayala's got to be careful. That's the second time that he's thrown a kick. Aquintania caught the kick and threw a straight right hand. So he's got to be very careful with that so he doesn't get knocked out throwing a kick. He should throw punches first to get Aquintania to bring his hands up and then end with a kick, whether it be high or low.
Aquintania trying to break off the head to the side. He landed one knee, throws another, this one to the body.
Again, right knee.
Aquintania is definitely exploring a grappling style game here. Trying to close with this. Oh, good right hand.
Landed, wow.
And it's flush.
Ayala staying composed, though, smiling a little bit, just shrugging it off. Staying very composed for eating such a hard right hand.
Very early in the fight, but it seems like Ayala's starting to get a little bit tired.
Split the legs and look for the ankle.
With heavyweights in the cage, you always know that there is an expiration date on the gas tank. And we are over 3 minutes into this first round.
Aquintania definitely trying to impose his will here against Ayala. But see what he's doing out there? He's using his head to control Ayala's head. That's a very good technique.
Nice knee to the body, too. That can deplete the gas tank later on in this fight. And gas tank is everything, especially in heavyweight mixed martial arts contests.
Aquintania securing the double underhooks. Let's see what he can do with it. He's not throwing knees. Looks like he's sliding off to the side, and he allowed Ayala to get the underhook. Aquintania throws a knee and gets reversed up against the fence.
Back in space again. Aquintania still bouncing, still looking like he's not too tired.
Yep, Ayala's a little bit more flat-footed, kind of waiting for Aquintania to come to him. Fires a good little combination.
That's nothing, baby. That's nothing. Give it to him. Work off your jab.
Ayala's definitely looks like he's counter-punching. Aquintania's looking to close the distance and be aggressive. Ayala looks like he's sitting back and waiting for Aquintania to come to him. See, he throws something and he
right off the
counters
jab,
of it.
Ayala rushes in.
Yep. That's what he's doing. He's going to sit back and let Aquintania come after him, and he's going to counter right off of it.
Under 30 seconds remaining in the first round.
Do you know, it almost seems like Ayala's got the longer reach because he's using his reach very, very well. Do you know the reach on these guys?
The height, both men were 6 foot 1 inch tall, so no measure on the reach here on the tail of the tape. But just because of the same height doesn't necessarily mean they have the same reach.
Yeah, it seems like Ayala might have a slight reach advantage. Ooh, both guys
right hand. Yep, definitely.
Both guys exchanged. One hit the right hand, one hit the left hook, it looked like.
Solid first round by both men. Both men had moments. Judges might lean towards Freddie Aquintania because he employed more of a grappling aspect of things, but Ayala landed some decent strikes throughout the first round.
He landed some real good counter strikes, and I actually think he outstruck Aquintania, but Aquintania got the takedown, and he was also trying to be a little bit more aggressive, whereas Ayala was kind of sitting back, waiting for Aquintania to come to him. But when he came in, Ayala did a great job of countering. There's the takedown. Ayala ended up on top. Took his time, did a very nice job of holding position and not going too crazy, but ultimately Ayala worked his reversal and got back to his knees. He kind of spun to his belly and then hopped up to his feet right away. And I think Aquintania needs that underhook. There it is. And I think he ended up turning to his belly from there.
Both men evenly matched here in the first round, showing everyone why their first fight went to decision, and it was a split decision again for Javi Ayala. The rematch tonight going down at Tachi Palace Fights 15 Collision Course. We're about to get ready for round number 2 between Ayala and Aquintania. TJ DeSantis along with Javier Vasquez, cage side in Lemoore. Light heavyweight title on the line between Angel Dienda and Anthony Ruiz later tonight in our main event.
Ayala threw a nice right hand, or excuse me, Aquintania threw a nice right hand right there. Nice little shoulder roll right there by Ayala.
Yep, 2 at a time.
Ayala seeming to move forward now this round, getting Aquintania to back up, and he's getting away with it, doing a real good job, landing some nice strikes, and ending with the leg kick.
Hey, that's nothing, Freddie. He's not landing. Not right down the pipe.
Now it looks like Ayala's sitting back again. Well, he's still walking forward. It looks like he's trying to bait Aquintania to step into him. See what he does? He kind of feints forward and gets Aquintania to go after him, and then he counters off of it. See what I'm saying?
He needs to show Aquintania maybe an opening if he's going to counter. He needs to make Aquintania move first the way he's fighting.
Yeah.
1 minute into the second round.
You can employ the same kind of strategy by pumping out the jab out there and kind of eating the guy alive with the jab and getting the guy so frustrated that he rushes you, and then counter off of that. So kind of throw a jab, step back, and then counter off of it. Ooh, good right hand by Aquintania. Ayala telling him that didn't hurt, throw another one. I can take it, so just bring it.
Aquintania light on his feet now, growing some confidence after that combination. He eats a right hand.
Ayala looks very flat-footed. He's trying to bounce around, trying to keep his motion, but if you look at him, he is 100% flat on his feet. Aquintania's doing a good job, still moving, throwing combinations, and he looks a lot fresher. That might be the key to this fight, is the conditioning factor.
Jab right to the body.
Heavyweights that have gone the distance before doing work here in the second round. Tachi Palace Fights 15. Aquintania gets the undercooked here and pushes Ayala into the fence.
Aquintania tried to take down, but he didn't take a penetration step.
Looks like he got some blood. I think Ayala might be bleeding out of his nose.
Hey, 1, 2. Keep it closed up, baby. Keep them hands up. Hey, piece him up, Freddie.
Ayala, when he starts to throw his combination, just kind of buries his head and goes forward. So it might be an option for Aquintania to throw an uppercut and step off to the side as Ayala's coming forward, because watch what he does. Ayala will sit there, and when he goes forward, when he initiates the action, he just buries his head and then throws straight punches almost to where the shoulder is covering his own ear.
Right.
That's how low he's getting his head. So he might not see the uppercut coming. It could be a clean knockout for Aquintania if he picks up on that.
Let's go.
We've already seen one nice knockout here early tonight in our first round of our first fight between Andy Miranda and Dominic Clark. Dominic Clark scoring the win there.
Keep it tough.
Ayala using that same strategy, kind of backing up and countering. See what I'm saying? He kind of sits there and kind of either leans back or steps back and gets Aquintania to go after him.
Ayala really committed on that punch going forward, and Aquintania just stepped to his left and got out of the way.
Yeah, he looks tired. He looks a little bit tired. Aquintania definitely looks the fresher of the two men. He should be pushing a pace here to really gas out Ayala. He's kind of just sitting back.
Overhand right hand by Freddie Aquintania. Ayala smiles.
Down to the body. Straight to the body. Straight right to the body.
I really don't see Aquintania throwing any feints or anything. And he could start throwing kicks to end his combination, and they would land because Ayala is so tired, he's not moving out of the way.
Freddie Aquintania looking to start to put himself in the driver's seat, taking over here in the second round.
He's got to be careful, though, because he's throwing the punches so hard that he's dropping his hands really bad. And Aquintania is looking to capitalize. Good sharp right hand, or excuse me, Ayala's looking to capitalize. Aquintania,
left and a right hand got through for Aquintania.
At this pace, Aquintania might be able to catch a knockout here. He's definitely starting to pick up the pace.
45 seconds remain in round number 2.
Still looks fresh, still looks like he's bouncing around. Telegraphing his left hook a little bit, but it's still landing. Just good right there.
Short left hook just grazed the nose of Javi Ayala by Freddie Aquintania.
He could really start to chop at his legs because Ayala's not going to go anywhere. There he goes again, kind of burying the head and going forward.
Oh, wow.
Oh, there was a knee bar opportunity.
Yeah, that was ugly, but they got to the floor here. Now Javi Ayala trying to get the back, but now again back in space.
Ayala didn't do a very good job of controlling position. He should have just settled in, gotten the over-under control from the turtle position, then worked either for strikes or to take it back.
He might have been in a position to try to steal the round if he were able to land some strikes in the back, but unable to do so.
No, Ayala maybe missed a big opportunity there to do some damage, but Aquintania is looking good. Still looks fresh. He's bouncing around. He's throwing combinations, and he's pushing the pace in that round.
A much more decisive round for Freddie Aquintania in the second round. On my scorecard, though, Javi, he's up 2-0. Let's look at the replay.
Good little counter left hand by Aquintania.
This was the takedown.
That weird takedown. Look at, there was a knee bar.
Yep.
He missed that opportunity.
Ayala just kind of got that takedown attempt from out of nowhere. It wasn't like it set up. It was more of a scramble.
Yeah. And he didn't do anything to settle position at all. Didn't do anything to control. He was trying to get the hooks before he actually had control. Basic rule of jiu-jitsu: establish control first, then work for your submission and strikes. Such a fundamental rule that most fighters don't follow.
Position first, submission second.
Well, you can do position first, damage second. You can do whatever you want. It's always good to have control. If it's at the end of the round, then you can kind of take a chance, because even if you end up on the bottom, you can be saved by the bell and stood up next round. So sometimes it's a calculated risk, but yes, for the most part, it's best to control your opponent and then work for submission second.
Round number 3 underway. Freddie Aquintania and Javi Ayala. Ayala rushing in here. Looked like he was able to catch a couple punches in on the face.
Man, he looks so flat-footed. Aquintania should be looking to start leg kicking, because look at, he's completely flat. You could even do a little side kick to the front of Ayala's knee, because his leg, if you watch his front leg, is completely locked out.
We have not seen a kick yet by Freddie Aquintania. Might not be in the bag.
Man, pull it out, make it up, do it as you go along, because they're wide open.
The two men clinching against the fence here with Freddie Aquintania pushing Ayala in.
Right knee, go!
Getting some underhooks. It's interesting. Almost every single time that Freddie Aquintania has been able to get underhooks, he's spun off the cage. Now he regains a position, putting Ayala's fence into the corner.
Ayala's smiling, but I still got Aquintania ahead in this fight and ahead in this round.
Ayala, I think, is losing the fight, but I think he's just enjoying being out there.
He just likes being punched and punching in the head. That's what it looks like. He's having a good time.
back in space here.
Did a good job there of cutting the corner and getting off the fence. Ayala did. Aquintania still moving, still bouncing, but watch, look at Ayala's front leg. It's straight, it's straight, straight, straight. It's straight every single time. Little side kick to the front knee. He could break his knee just on that move alone.
And we've only seen strikes coming by way of punches from Freddie Aquintania. It doesn't seem like he is really ready to launch an offensive attack with his legs.
Aquintania with the old duck and chuck. Duck the head like you're going for a takedown, throw the overhand right. Didn't land. Landed on the shoulder of Ayala.
Javier Ayala is still throwing with decent power, but it does appear that he is definitely the more tired of the two men.
Yeah, the frequency just isn't there. He's just trying to fire. He's trying to use Ayala's distance.
Oh,
beautiful
high,
head kick.
grazing off the forearm there.
That was off his head.
Aquintania.
That was off his head.
Foot might have got through.
The foot definitely got through.
Come on, work off your jab.
Saw the sweat bouncing off of Aquintania's head.
See if he can throw it again.
Well, he threw it at the end of the combination, which is the best time to do it. Throw your punches, end with a kick. That's kind of the general rule in the Dutch kickboxing system.
Jason McCoy looking to get a mouthpiece. Freddie Aquintania's mouthpiece came out. Not sure when that exactly happened. The corner's throwing some water on it, back in the mouth of Freddie Aquintania, and we'll get back underway. I'm not sure what combination launched the mouthpiece fly. Might have been the kick, not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. They might have as well just thrown water on the floor. I don't think any water got on that mouthpiece. Because
you know something about water on the floor of a cage as well.
Yeah, don't remind me. There it is.
There it was.
That's what I'm talking about right there. Those leg kicks are wide open. Look how straight his leg is. That is so dangerous. Aquintania, if I was
Ayala
him,
coming in with some punches. Wow.
If I was Aquintania, I'd keep going to that leg kick. Good little short knee to the old breadbasket there of Ayala. Turns him off the fence, Ayala does. Aquintania establishes double underhooks. And again, Ayala right off the clinch throws something. 1, 2, 3 punches, and it usually lands.
Javier Ayala, showing that he still has some life in this fight. 93 seconds remaining.
Again, a very close fight. The round you got to give to Aquintania is definitely the second, but the first round could have gone either way. And this round is very competitive as well.
Ayala is sensing that he needs to do something to try to get this fight. He's been throwing with a lot more volume than the first 2 rounds.
Again, he's got to do something, Ayala does, because Aquintania, again, trying to implore his will here.
Aquintania pressuring Ayala into the fence here.
Ayala needs to control the tie up here, or the clinch, with his head on the side of the neck of Ayala.
Less than a minute remains in the rematch between Javier Ayala and Freddie Aquintania.
See how Ayala is using his head to block Aquintania out. You see that? See how he's kind of burying his head right in his neck, right in Aquintania's neck. If Ayala feints and sells the feint, Aquintania will come straight in. He can counter right off of that and step off to the side. But he's not doing it. I would have been telling Ayala to feint. Aquintania's doing a great job. Ooh, beautiful
nice
angle.
Flurry. Wow.
Beautiful angle he cut right there. Aquintania did.
Heavyweight throwing with bad intentions still in the final 30 seconds or so of this fight.
Aquintania cut the corner there, stepped off to the side, and then threw a right hand that connected on Ayala's head. And again, Aquintania still looks to be the fresher of the two. Ayala trying to take a chance, threw a Superman punch.
Trying to take this round. Oh, Freddie Aquintania is hurt. About 3 seconds remaining in the fight. The rematch between Javier Ayala and Freddie Aquintania goes the distance. What a fight. I think it's all going to come down to that first round.
Yeah, because I think Ayala won the third with that last flurry. It was a close round, but he was definitely landing the cleaner, sharper punches in the third round. Aquintania won the second, and it comes down to who won that first round. It could have gone either way.
A fantastic fight. Heavyweights. Entertaining.
Another split decision. I'm guessing. I would be surprised if this was a unanimous decision.
We'll see. Looking at the replay here, here's Javier Ayala really rebounding, showing that he deserved that third round with punches landing. Freddie Aquintania able to save himself with the clinch and ultimately make it to the final bell. But what a great fight, a great rematch. And I would be lying if I would tell you that I wouldn't be interested maybe in a third pairing if both these guys share a win after tonight.
They got to give it to the other guy. They got to give it. Who won the first one?
You know, I said Freddie Aquintania won the first round. He was able to get the takedown. The first fight. Javier Ayala.
Ayala won it. They got to give it to Aquintania so they can have a third fight.
We'll see how the
Tachi fight.
We'll see how the judges render their decision, calculating the scorecards now. Freddie Aquintania able to definitely take the second round. Javier Ayala able to take the third. Comes down to that first round, which, you know, honestly, I think all the judges will probably score this fight for Freddie Aquintania. Wrestling speaks volumes in mixed martial arts, and that's what Freddie Aquintania was able to do by getting the takedown in the first frame.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think Aquintania's going to, I got him just barely ahead, but you never know.
Judges Jackie Denkin, Ralph McKnight, and Mark Lawley tonight here in the state of California. We are in Lemoore. Tachi Palace Fights 15 collision course tonight, streaming on SureDog.com. Appreciate you joining myself, TJ DeSantis, along with Javier Vasquez. Jordan Breen, our normal third partner, on location in Montreal for UFC 154.
He's brightening up North America with his wardrobe up there in Canada.
You can share your comments tonight with us on Twitter at TJ DeSantis, at Javier Showtime. Heck, start a hashtag, TPF15. Judges taking a while to get their scorecards into Joe Martinez. Care to make predictions? 29-28 across the board?
29-28 split decision for Aquintania.
Who's it going to be, Javier Ayala or Freddie Aquintania? Who won the rematch? Let's go to Joe Martinez for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the scorecard. One more time, let's hear it for both of these heavyweights. 3 solid rounds of combat in the cage. And now here are the judges' scoring totals. Judge Jackie Denkin scores the bout 29-28 for Ayala. Judge Ralph McKnight, 29-28, Aquintania. And Judge A. Bellardo has it 29-28. Your winner by split decision. From Fairfield, California, Freddie Aquintania.
They got to have that third fight, I told you. Marketing.